Good morning, students. So today it is another class for financial management second year. Students, till now we have already last class we have already discussed about the profitability index. Okay, and today another category that is another method we have to discuss in the capital budgeting. So it is known as the internal rate of returns. So students, students, this technique it is known as the yield on investment and managerial productivity of the capital, marginal productivity of the capital, and marginal efficiency of the capital, or that is the rate of returns. And it is all one we can say that is a time adjusted rate of returns, and so on. This is the topics, the technique which we call like this. Okay, and it is also the considering the time value of the money by discounting the cash flow streams like the net present value method. The internal rate of returns mostly depends entirely on the initial outlay and as well as the cash proceeds of the project, which are belonging to the evaluated for the acceptance and or may the reject. We may accept or we may reject. That is, I will show you the calculations. Okay, and this internal rate of return is the discount rate, mostly that equalate the net present value of an investment opportunity with rupees 0, means that is the net present value of cash inflow is equal to that of the initial investment, means that is where it is the net. What happened? That is the IRR is the discount rate that equals, that is a NPV of an investment. Okay, investment opportunity with rupees 0. That means the rupees 0 is equal to the present value of cash inflow is also equal to the initial investment. If you differentiate the present value of the cash inflow to that of the initial investment, both are equal, and when the both are equal, if you differentiate it, then you will get the result of the 0. So it is the compound annual rate of return that the farm will earn if it inverts the project and receive the given value. But mathematically it is calculated is what? That is CO. CO is equal to C1 1 plus r to the power t, the 1 it is, plus C2, then it is 1 plus r to the power 2, plus C3, that is 1 plus r to the power 3, and dash 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 3 to the power n by 1 plus r to the power n. It means that is summation of what? That is n, and t is equal to 1. Here we can say that is Ct, okay, that is 1 plus rate to the power t, discounting rate you can say, whereas IRR, internal rate of return, is equal to summation of n and t is equal to 1, then it is Ct, then 1 plus r to the power t minus CO, initial cost of knowledge, okay. The CO is the initial, this is the initial investment, and that is equal to 0. When you can say this is what happened, that is CO, here CO is equal to initial investment, okay, and CT is gas inflow at a different time period, okay, and R is the internal rate of return. Okay, see here. In the first year it is what happened? 1 plus rate of return, and that is cash inflow. For the second year also cash inflow. For third year it is also third year cash flow. That is it will come. So if you say it is the total summation, if you do it here, the cash inflow at the respective time period, and by that is 1 plus the internal rate है उसका time and rate of the time period means how many 2 year, 3 year, 4 year, whatever may be there, and if you minus it the cash, the initial investment, then the internal rate of the internal rate of return will be the equal to the 0. My dear students, when you are going to this, I will go to the one problem also. Here it is. I will explain you how it is computed. So the method of computing IRR, mostly where any project generate uneven cash inflow, the IRR can be found out by the trial and error, and the calculated the present value of the expected cash inflow, which must be lower than that of the present value of the cash outflow, then it is what happened, the lower rate should be the tried, and the vice versa must be there. But if the process will be carried on and repeated, unless the what happened, the NPV become the 0. The process will call carry on. Okay, I will show you the example one it is here. Okay, so let us take an example how it is the calculation of the NPV. Okay. Suppose here project cost is rupees 32,000, and cash inflow $16,000, $14,000, and $12,000. Okay, for next 3 years. And we have to calculate, that is IRR, the internal rate of what? Return. This is is in the repeated method, that is what happened, and we have to take that is a rate of return, the discount rate of discount, it is 10%. Okay, so let us calculate. Here it is what happened. I have taken that is the positive NPV at 10% indicating. Okay, and if the project rate of return is higher than that of that 10%, then the another trial is to be randomly at 18%, and maybe 18% is also negative. Okay, but here we have to calculate one is 10% and another is what happened, the 18% rate. Okay, so let us calculate the internal rate of return. Okay, and see here cash inflow, then here PV, it is at 10%, then PV, then PV at the rate of 18%, then it is the PV. The first year, second year, and the third year. Okay, so it is first year is what, 16,000, second year it is 14,000, third year it is 12,000. Okay, the 10% profit here discounted value it is what happened, 0.909, and here it is 0.836, and third year it is 0.751. So if you categorize the 18%, 0.847, then it is 0.718, then it is this one is 0.609. Now we have to calculate present value is what happened, 16,000 into 0.909, it is how much, that is 14,544. Then 14,000 into 0.836 will get, that is what happened, 11,000, that is 564. Then 12,000 into 0.751, then we will get what happened, that is 35, here 90, that is 12. Similarly again this into this, we will get the 13,552. Then 14,000, then 14,000 into 0.718 will get 10052. Then 12,000 into 0.612, then we will get what happened, 7308. Now you edit this one and this one. Okay, so summation of what, present value is equal to, here it is what, 35,120, and here it is 30,912. Okay, so total, so here it is total cash inflow, NCO, that is equal to what happened, 16,000 plus 14,000 plus 12,000. So project cost is, here it is first bit, that is the net present value, then here it is second, that is the project cost, that is NCO, it is what happened, that is 32,000, okay, and here it is also 32,000. Okay, so now that is third bit, when you find it, that is NPV. Okay, this minus this internal rate return, IRR, is equal to what happened, that is already I have told you, that is CT minus CO. CT minus CO. So this is what when we get here, that is how much, that is 3,120, and this is what happened negative, that is already what 1088. This is the negative value and this is the positive value. So when you are discussing about this one, so now you can get it, that is IRR. So internal rate of return is equal to R plus then PVCO minus PV, okay, CFAT, okay, delta of PV 10 into delta R. Okay, so here we can calculate it, that is when you are going to that of the PVCO, that is PVCO means that is the present value of cash outlay, and this is the present value of cash inflow at a lower rate of interest, and this delta R means what happened, the simple R, the difference between the higher and the lower. Here it is higher and the lower, it means how much? 18% and the 10% से difference होता है. So that is what happened, we can say it is lower rate of interest 10, then it is PVCO, that is what happened 32. Okay, this is how much, find it, 3210 by how much, that is 4208. What is the 4208? The difference of these two. The difference of these two, that is 35,120 minus 30,912. Okay, into, that is what happened, 18% minus 10%. Okay, this is, so 10 plus, that is 3210 minus, that is 35,000, that is how much it is, 4,208. 4,208 into 8. So we will get, that is 10 plus 5.93%, or that is equal to 15.93%, or that is equal to 16%. So internal rate of return is equal to what happened, that is what, that is the 16%. Okay, students, another, this is the one of the method we can say it, and another, when any project generate equal cash inflow, thereafter what happened, so that is also we can get it. So this is one of the method we can say, that is how we have taken the project cost as well as the cash inflow method of the 3 year, and we have calculated the minimum, that is lower rate of interest, okay, lower rate of the discounted value, and here also the PV at the 18%. So after calculating these things, we got it what happened, IRR is equal to R plus PVCO, means that is the present value of the cash outlay, okay, and this is the present value of the cash, that is and another we have to discuss, that is find out here, that is the total, the 3,000, it is the lower, what happened, the positive of NPV of the positive, okay, by that is the difference of these two things, that is the total present value of the difference this thing, and the delta R is the difference of the rate of interest, so rate of discount, and after that what happened, we can say that is the calculating, this is the, we got it at 10 plus, that is the 5.26, and or 10 plus 5.936 and 90%, or it is the 15.93, or that is about equal to the 15, that is the 16%. Student, this is the one thing, and another, the rate of when you are discussing about, that is when you are going about the decisions rule. So when IRR is used to make accept or reject the decision, so if small r is greater than the k, means the IRR is greater than the cost of the capital, then we have to accept the project. If the IRR is less than that of the cost of capital, then basically we can what, that is the reject the what, project. So when we are discussing about the merit, so it consists with all the overall objective of the maximizing shareholder value, and second, it is also considering the time value money and takes also the account for the cash inflow generated of any project. Okay, and another, that is what happened, IRR is also much acceptable capital budgeting method in the real life, as well measuring the profitability of the project, and it is also as a percentage, and is also can be easily compared with the appropriate opportunity of cash. But demerit is that what happened, it requires a lengthy and a complicated calculation, and when project under consideration are mutually exclusive, and IRR is also giving a complete result, and we may also get multiple of IRRs for the same project where there is a non-conventional cash flow especially is there. And also we can say that is it does not satisfy the value additive principle, and which is the unique virtue of the NPV. So this is the students about the discussing about the what happened internal rate of return. So now you can easily understand this is the table, or this is the project what we have, and we have to see it, that is one thing. Another can say another problem I have to explain you. So suppose investment, initial investment is here. Initial investment is rupees 6,000, and annual cash flow is rupees 2,000 for 5 years. For 5 years. Then again we have to determine the what happened, the IRR. Here the net, that is present value, is equal to what happened, that is rupees 6,000, okay, plus rupees 2,000. Okay. So yes, rupees 2,000 what happened, that is present value, okay, of 5 years. That is equal to 0, and when you are getting these things, listen here, this one, and here it is given the rupees 6,000 is equal to 2,000, okay, into present value of 5.5, okay, then this is gone to the 0. And now present value of, that is AIF, that is 6,000 by 2,000. So that is equal to 3 years. So here a rate which gives the present value, that is in the 3 years, 3 for 5 years of the project internal rate of return approximately. When referring this table, we can see that is how it is approximately under 20% is 2.991 column, okay, and 20% absolutely means it is a project which is equal to that of the initial cash outflow of 6,000 as well as the constant annual flow of the rupees 10,000 for 5 years. So students, this is the completed of the unit 2, and day by day when we will go to the chapters, then basically we will see the more and more problems, we will practice about the more and more problems. Okay, have a thank you, stay home, stay safe.